at 6 degrees downtown with mostly cloudy skies. City News Time 103. A few downtown intersections will be looking slightly different as the city tries to ease traffic. Traffic agents will be increased at some chosen hotspots during the morning and afternoon rush. Our Momin Qureshi joins us live with those details. Momin.
Traffic is one of the key issues in this city, Irene and Judy, and specifically congestion when it starts to build up around the rush hour. So the city already had these traffic agents, but now they're increasing the amount they have to 30 of them to try to address some of the issues. Here's Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvey.
With 14 agents hitting the streets right now. These traffic agents will be placed at critical locations across the city to manage congestion and boost road safety.
So some of those intersections include Bay and Queen, Wellington and Simcoe, Yonge and Lakeshore, and Yonge and Eglinton, just to name a few of the over dozen places that are listed. Now, this is building on a pilot project that the city had kicked off all the way back in 2017. When they announced it, they trained up some of these traffic agents, had them ready to go late 2019. And then the pandemic hit.
Obviously now we're seeing, we're in the endemic stage. Traffic is coming back. We have a lot of construction that's planned. There's a definite need for additional traffic management support in the field.
So there's 14 of those agents right now. They're trying to get that number up to 30 by year's end. Reporting live at City Hall, Momin Qureshi, City News.
Higher prices across the board are hitting people quite hard, and we're seeing a big increase coming tonight at the pumps. Our John Sandham joins us live with more. John.
And Judy, here's a reminder, fill up today if you can. Roger McKnight with Enpro International says we're in for an 8-cent hike at the GTA at midnight. As for why, kind of a head scratcher.
It's kind of strange because my calculation is that prices should have fallen tomorrow by 2 cents a liter. And somehow in Eastern Canada they're going up by 8 cents a liter at the pump.
A possible explanation is a switchover from winter to summer gas blends, but McKnight says that's normally effective from May 1st, and even so, he wouldn't expect a rise by this much. The hike will mean the average price comes up to nearly $1.65 per liter. Over the last 6 months, the highest price was last June at just under $2.15 per liter. The low in December at $1.33.9 per liter. Experts do expect prices to continue heading in an upward direction going into the summer months. Reporting live, John Sandham, City News.
Well, how are your nerves? Fingernails? How about that stomach? We are just hours away from puck drop for Game 1 between the Leafs and Lightning, and our Jeff Verhoeven is scrolling through some social media to see how fans are feeling.
Yeah, drinking Pepto right now out of the bottle with a straw. First thing I saw, though, when I logged onto Twitter, the legend telling me it's going to be okay. Yeah, Doug Gilmore tweeting, 30 years ago we were in the conference finals, good luck boys. But other tweets are right on par with how I'm feeling. Danielle writing, breathing will not come naturally for the foreseeable future. Mike tweeting, I am once again ready for Maple Leafs playoff hockey, with a picture from The Simpsons when Homer got food poisoning from an old sandwich. And a lot of the, it's fine, everything is fine gifs of the dog with his house on fire. Needless to say, we are not dramatic at all and are fully ready for 7 o'clock tonight. Jeff Verhoeven, City News.
City News Time 107. Premier Doug Ford is holding a news conference this hour about the future of Ontario Place. He hinted last week that the province might move the Science Centre to the waterfront site. Meantime, tonight, the city is hosting a virtual public meeting on the future of Ontario Place. Goes from 7 until 9. Deputy Mayor Jennifer McKelvey says the city does not have a lot of say on this issue.
I'm looking forward to hearing what council has to say about it, hearing what community members need to have to say about it, but also recognizing that it is the province of Ontario's property. So we are limited in our tools around that.
It is unclear if this new plan for the waterfront property will impact controversial plans to build a private luxury spa and a massive underground parking garage. Those are planned for the West Island of Ontario Place. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is again facing criticism for a luxurious vacation, this time to Jamaica over the winter holidays. It comes with a hefty bill to taxpayers, and the estate is owned by a family friend.
There's a lack of consideration and respect for the average citizen.
Bloc Quebec law leader Yves-François Blanchet is just one of the opposition leaders questioning why the Prime Minister took this vacation at a time most Canadians were struggling to pay for groceries or cover the rent. When security and staff are taken into account, the 10-day trip to a waterfront villa in Jamaica, owned by a family friend of the Trudeaus, cost taxpayers at least $160,000 by the Ethics Commissioner, but Radio Canada reports there were disagreements in the Prime Minister's office over whether it should take place given the optics. The former Ethics Commissioner who approved this trip, Mario Dion, writes on Twitter, "Gifts from a friend are acceptable, but public opinion sometimes uses a different test." This isn't the first vacation controversy for Trudeau. Back in 2015, he breached ethics rules when his family stayed at the private island of the Aga Khan. Cormac McSweeney, Parliament Hill.
City News 680. Traffic alert.
This is Carrie Prunskis from the City News 680 Traffic Center. Northbound 400, just north of Dunlop. All lanes are still blocked because of a collision. The traffic watch continues.
This portion of the news is brought to you by AGMRenovations.com.
The first step to making a decision is starting with what you know. You know you have to either renovate or move. You know it's not a good time to move. You know you need to renovate before you move. So do it. AGMRenovations.com. Renovate now and move later. AGM can renovate your kitchen and bathroom from just $290 a month, zero down. Enjoy your upgrades, then sell your home for more. AGMRenovations.com. Book now and save big on your new kitchen or bathroom.
And now the City News gas price update. Empro predicting the price will rise 8 cents at midnight to just under $1.65 a liter at most GTA stations. Just ahead, traffic and weather together. City News Time 1:10.
Saturday, April 22nd is Earth Day, an annual day to come together in a show of support for the environment. Here's another way you can go green at home. Brought to you by Reliance, helping homeowners reduce their environmental footprint.
Older toilets can use almost 23 liters of water per flush, and a running toilet can cost up to 680 liters a week. Upgrade to a low-flow toilet and check your toilet for leaks regularly to ensure you're only using what you need. To conserve both water and the energy used to heat it, consider replacing your shower head and faucets with low-flow fixtures, switching to a tankless water heater, doing laundry and running dishwashers with only full loads, and using cold water instead of hot whenever possible. You'll help the environment